Fáilte. After a period of over 2 years, things are starting to get back to normal, and we're able to gather once again at the gravesite of John and Patrick Waters, two men that were murdered on this day by the Black and Tans, the 18th of June, 1921. Earlier today, Cathaoirleach of Dundalk Council, Kevin Meenan, laid a wreath in remembrance of the two men. We invite you to gather with us over the next few minutes as we pay tribute to them. Gur Míle Mágaibh.
This year, 2022, marks 101 years since the Waters brothers were dragged from their beds in Dundalk and murdered by the Black and Tans in front of their mother and sister.
This is known as the Decade of Centenaries, and this year, 2022, marks the centenary of the very bloody Irish Civil War, which followed the partition of our country, cutting 6 of our counties off from the remaining 26. The Civil War literally seen brother against brother and can only be described as an immense tragedy for the Irish nation.
Many here in the 26 counties trusted Michael Collins when he said the treaty gave Ireland freedom to achieve freedom. But it soon became clear that those who were getting into power would do nothing that would undermine their new power base. They didn't want anything to disrupt or upset big business, land interests, or the Catholic hierarchy. Nothing much has changed in the last 100 years, and we can still see the continuation and consequences of that system today. It was at the end of June 1922, urged on by inducements and threats from the British. Free Staters bombarded the forecourts, and that started the Civil War. Republicans suffered badly during the Civil War. Not only did they see the ideals and visions of the heroes of 1916 blown apart by the Free Staters using British-owned weapons, but thousands suffered imprisonment, while 27 Republicans were officially executed in Free State prisons.
Six of these official executions took place here in Louth. Thomas McKeown, John McNulty, Thomas Murray, James Melia, Thomas Lennon and Joseph Ferguson. Another Louth man, Sylvester Heaney, was officially executed at Portobello Barracks in Dublin. It was almost 2 years before the families got their bodies back and given a proper burial, and 5 of them are buried right here in Dundalk, near the graves of John and Patrick Waters. So that is the backdrop of the Dundalk that John and Patrick Waters were living in on that fateful night of 18th of June 1922. The Black and Tans dragged them from their beds and marched them barefoot about 10 metres from their front door and gunned them down while their mother and sister watched in horror.
Our Cumann, the Waters brothers' Cumann, is named after the two brothers, and every Easter we lay a wreath at the spot at which they were murdered, as we remember that night and the sacrifice of all our patriot dead.
Today we gather here at their graveside to lay a wreath and remember their sacrifice on this, their 101st anniversary, as determined as those in 1916 and down through the generations to realise the vision of the proclamation, an independent, united Ireland and a real republic built on the foundation stones of equality and social justice for all citizens. Today, in the name of Patrick and John and all our patriot dead, we recommit ourselves to the cause of the independence, sovereignty and unity of Ireland, and to a 32-county republic based on equality and social justice. Gur Mai Agaibh.